In a game where Shopify is struggling across the board, Cr1t decides it's time to turn the tide. With the help of Saberlight, he's able to get a double kill against 9panda's safe lane, then strategically suicides to the tier 2 tower to refill his health and mana. As nighttime hits, Cr1t's reign of destruction is about to begin. Cr1t checks mid, but spots Axe's aggressive play bottom. He TPs to deal with him and ends up securing 2 kills. Without missing a beat, he sets his sights on the 6-minute power rune, despite being low health. The rune spawns top, but Dazzle is overextended mid. Cr1t's execution here is perfect. He holds off on using his snowball's stun while Dazzle is stunned by Lina, maximizes his healing by using his wand after Dazzle's spells, and keeps his cool, realizing there's no need for his blood grenade. The result? Not only does Cr1t survive, but Abed gets the kill and even secures the regen rune top that Cr1t had initially set out for. Since he's so low, Cr1t decides to run to base, but on the way, he gives this video a like and subscribes to my channel. If you want to play like Cr1t, I guess you should probably do the same, right? Bottom lane is in shambles, but Cr1t's hands are tied. His TP is still on cooldown. So, what's the next best move? The wisdom runes. He gets it uncontested, but if anyone were here, Cr1t would be perfectly timed to secure it with a snowball stun. Cr1t then pivots to the mid lane, taking out wards that Solo had just placed. The rest of Shopify say, hey, this Cr1t guy is making ganking look like a lot of fun. Let's try it together on mid. The result is a clean double kill and lots of tower damage. Once more, Cr1t is a man on a mission, wasting no time as he pairs up with Saberlight to smoke into 9panda's top jungle. But wait, did you see that? Quick, rewind the tape. Focus on what he does about 12 seconds prior to smoking. He stops hitting the tower, backs up out of vision, and swaps the smoke from his backpack to his inventory. This subtle maneuver ensures the enemy remains blissfully unaware of his plan to smoke, and it's ready to use instantly, avoiding the rookie mistake of having to wait 6 seconds while items swap. It's these nuanced plays that make watching and learning from players like Cr1t an absolute delight. Now, let's roll the tape and see what unfolds next. Even in the absence of vision, Cr1t's map awareness is uncanny. He knows exactly where Terrorblade is farming. This keen insight leads to an effortless kill, and he uses this opportunity to place a ward in Terrorblade's preferred farming area. And a pro tip here that may or may not have been used by Cr1t. If you're ever unsure about if an enemy is nearby, you can hold Alt to keep an eye on your XP. If it goes up while passing in neutral camp, it's a dead giveaway that someone's farming there. While it's unclear if Cr1t utilized this tactic, the placement of his ward after gaining some XP suggests that he might have. So, what's next on Cr1t's agenda after another triumphant rotation? You guessed it, maintain that momentum and hunt for more kills. Utilizing the Twin Gate, he zips down to the bottom lane and effortlessly takes down Axe. And Cr1t has already contributed to 9 out of his team's 10 kills. He's on fire, and trust me, he's far from finished. Let's take a quick pause and digest what we've witnessed so far. Cr1t is essentially a whirlwind of activity, making impactful rotations across the map. Ever find yourself in a game where you're just idling, unsure of your next move? Well, that is the antithesis of Cr1t's approach here. He's perpetually on the go, targeting the next objective or kill, and applying immense amounts of pressure on the enemy team. Being proactive and thinking steps ahead can help you emulate this type of gameplay. Now, as we continue watching, let's keep an eye out for Cr1t doing exactly that. Utilizing the Twin Gate, Cr1t heads back to the top lane, eyes peeled for anyone defending. When no one shows up, he moves into the enemy's jungle. Spotting Terrorblade's movement, he knows that he's headed to farm the top jungle. Just like before, this is a straightforward kill on Terrorblade. What makes it even sweeter this time is that Cr1t can make this rotation solo, allowing Saberlight to join in with Solar Guardian. Safe to say, Ramses isn't having the best time right now. And then it's back to bottom lane for yet another effortless kill. Using the Twin Gate, he returns back to top lane, this time accompanied by Fly, again waiting for someone to defend. Take note of how he's utilizing TPs and the Twin Gates to apply pressure on both side lanes. This time it's Solo who steps up to defend the tower, or at least he tried to. A teamfight breaks out, and while it's not particularly extraordinary, Shopify comes out on top. But let's zero in on Cr1t's actions right after the dust settles. Despite being low on HP, he beelines for Abed in the mid lane, hungry for more kills. Although they don't secure any, thanks to 9panda's well-placed ward that tips them off, Cr1t's relentless pace, despite being low health, is worth noting. He rarely goes back to base for health and mana unless it's absolutely crucial. Instead, he leans on his natural health regen, his wand for quick health and mana, his medallion and arcane ring for additional mana, and even mana boots from Fly. Many players instinctively head back to base after a fight. Next time, ask yourself if that's truly necessary, or if you can still make an impact on the map despite your dwindling resources. The final play we'll dissect involves yet another masterful read on Terrorblade. Crit teleports to the bottom lane, and with Abed's assistance, they effortlessly take him down. As the clock hits 14 minutes, Crit has participated in 14 out of 15 of Shopify's kills. The only one he wasn't a part of was the kill on Axe under the tier 1 when his TP was on cooldown. Riding on the wave of early game dominance spearheaded by Crit, Shopify consistently secure pickoffs and take favorable fights, resulting in a 31-minute GG from 9pandas. Now, let's distill some key takeaways from Crit's masterclass. Always be planning your next move. Crit exemplified efficiency, seamlessly transitioning from one gank to another. This proactive approach kept 9pandas on their toes and under constant pressure. Use twin gates. These nifty tools enable you to exert pressure on both side lanes with ease, all while keeping your TP available for emergencies elsewhere on the map. Avoid unnecessary base runs. Maximize your natural health and mana regen along with a well-crafted item build. The longer you can stay active on the map, the more pressure you can apply or farm you can accumulate. Head back to base only when it's absolutely essential. Find your rhythm and enjoy the game. As we saw, Crit was in his element, boasting an astounding 93% kill participation by the 14-minute mark. Confidence and enjoyment in gameplay often translate to better performance, so go out there, apply these lessons, and have fun. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you've enjoyed watching Dream League Season 21 as much as I have. If you like this type of video, let me know by giving it a like and telling me about it in the comments. Also, consider subscribing for more educational Dota videos. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope you learned something new with me.